Hey, Tony. Welcome you back into Tony Talking Trash with Jay back again here. And we are doing the Utopia countdown, the top 20 songs. Smash that like button, hit it like a freaking boxer, practicing stuff. Get it going for us, man. Help us out here. We're going to count down the Utopia tracks only. Now, we're not talking about the Todd solo tracks on his records, but it could be a Todd solo track that appeared on a Utopia album, if that's the case. So we're going to start with the top 20. You want me to go first this time?
Go ahead.
All right, I'll go first this time. Number 20, I'm going to start with from the Utopia album. I'm talking about I Can't Carry On. This one of the double songs that I referred to with Chasm and Todd singing about Beeb, his girl that tortured him for years and years with the Steven Tyler thing and the Liv thing. Bad Little Actress, the song from the beautiful song about her and her career. Her delivery don't come naturally. Anyone could see. She doesn't mean a word, she says. Pretty hardcore, but I love the melody of it. And it's just beautiful to hear them sing. I always love the melody of that song. Bad Little Actress from Utopia Network. Number 20.
Okay, my number 20 is, let me see, it's from, I guess it's the Network album, Utopia. I used to call it the Utopia album. And I do not sing. Tony's a singer.
No, he sings okay. He's going to sing more on the
I'm
next
not going to sing these songs. My number 20 is Feet Don't Fail Me Now from the Utopia album, or Network. And we said before, that's the one where Doug Howard co-wrote it, and he actually plays bass on it. But
yep, that's
number 20.
We're both in number 20 with that. Okay, number 19, I'm going to hit one of the two songs on the trivia record, the one that was not a real record, was kind of a greatest hits record and had, it's kind of a head scratcher for people when Passport put that out. I guess it counted as the last deal or whatever that they had, if they had some kind of deal. I'm talking about the song they whipped out for the last one, Somewhere a Monument, Standing in the Name of Our Love. Monument at number 19 for Utopia.
Okay, my number 19, let me think. I think it comes off of Swing to the Right, but it's Lysistrata. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Absolutely.
I just like that song, the way he sang it. Like I said, I've learned a lot through Utopia and Todd Rundgren's songs before running to the library.
Yeah, that was good live in many ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, solo and with the band, man. It's always been one that pleases. He plays it a moderate amount. That's not one that he overplays a lot.
I think I've only heard it once live.
Yeah.
The time we went to Birchmere.
Yep.
That's my number 19.
Your number 19. I'm going to go first about 18. Number 18, I'm going to go for a deep cut, a really deep cut, one where Todd and Chasm sing it back to back. There's a beautiful saxophone solo, Oops, the Wrong Planet. And when the world closes in around me, then my angel will come and roll away the stone. Yes, there's some blasphemy maybe involved with the Christ thing and whatever, but it's a beautiful song. Number 18, My Angel, doesn't get played live enough. Only really played on that tour, I think, the Oops, the Wrong Planet tour, and that was the only time.
My number 18, and I used to pick a lot of I used to like heavy metal and hard stuff and thing, but it's off of Oops Wrong Planet, Abandoned City. I just like the song and the concept of it, and just it rocked out. But that's not number 18.
The bees have all left the hive, man. The bees have all left the hive. That was Roger.
Abandoned City, yeah, it was.
Roger killed him,
and that's one of the few ones I liked. Someone other than Todd sang.
Super. Number 17, I'm going to go with the high, probably one of the highest voices Todd ever recorded on a record, for one of the inconsistent tracks on Adventures in Utopia. I'm talking about You Have Your Ways, I Have My Ways. So it's second nature to me now. Second nature, a deep cut, big time deep cut that you never heard anything of again, probably least of any of the songs on Adventures in Utopia. Second nature at number 17.
Okay, my number 17, another one from Oops Wrong Planet, Trapped. Like I said, I like that type song where it kicked in. Trapped.
Remember Legend Valley? They opened with that, and the rockets went off, and they go about made us jump. That was awesome. Oh yeah.
But that's my number 17, Trapped.
Super. My number 16, Jay mentioned it as being his favorite track off Oblivion, and the great video when they're inside that big dome and everything, and I'm talking about Cry Baby from Oblivion, 1983. Probably the most popular song on that for most people would know, and that's a great pop song at number 16, Cry Baby.
My number 16, as we talked about this is earlier, but it's off Raw and it's Sunburst Finish.
Luscious.
It's a really good song. I think doesn't Roger sing that too?
Yeah.
They switch off with
Yeah,
Todd.
they do.
And then it gets so freaky in that one part. Just like,
I don't know how they do it. And when you heard it live, you saw it live. I'm like,
yeah.
my God, what kind of cues are they exchanging to be able to know where they're at?
Exactly. Where
I
am
mean,
I in the
it's
song?
amazing. It's amazing. So I agree with you.
I even made the notation freaky.
Number 15, I'm going to go with the song written by Roger Powell on Roger Powell's Air Pocket record, Windows. Windows was on Oops, the Wrong Planet, and actually was, if you look at the early Raw tour from Germany and such, Chasm originally was the one to sing this, and there's a version of that pre-release that Chasm sang. I just like Windows. I like it better kind of with Rogers, a little more chill. Chasm's a little bit forceful on it, but that's my number 15, The Great Windows.
Okay, my number 15 from Swing to the Right. We talked about this. Is One World. I just like the lyrics and the simplicity of it, and it was great live.
It is. It's always a rabble rouser, man. It is. It's a great one. That's one I probably 15. Should have put in mine too. I'm always Mr. Deep Cut and weird things on this. Number 14, I'm going to go with the one song I referenced, that one that got played later remembered especially in the pod shows from No World Order. I'm talking about Deface the Music's Feel Too Good to Go to Work Today. Feel Too Good. Da, 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 da. Basically based on Getting Better All the Time from Sgt. Pepper. Da, 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 da. That's what it's based on. Feel Too Good, number 14.
Okay, my number 14, I hope I didn't misremember this, but it's Heavy Metal Kids. And wasn't that on Another Live?
That was on
Okay, Another Live. But was that the Todd song, right? It was also
It's a Todd song, but it's a bombastic one.
Okay, but I first learned, and like I said, back in the day, I considered myself into heavy metal, blues, occult, Kiss, and all that. So Todd song, and I always liked the title better than the song. I always remember I liked this song, but it could have been more heavier metal.
At the time, it's funny. Yeah, I don't even know how much that term that was thrown around at the time. That's incredible. That was your number 14. Okay, my number 13 is going to go. I'm going to go to another one of those double sung songs on Network. There Goes My Inspiration, and I still love it. That's one of my favorite surprises ever was when I drove all the way out to Indianapolis one time to see Todd, and they played that with the Hall Notes band. And he played that. And he came out and played that. It was a real surprise. There Goes My Inspiration. One of my favorite on that record. I Felt It Fly Away When You Said Goodbye. Number 13. There Goes My Inspiration from Network.
Okay, my number 13 is another one from Another Live, and it's a cover. Do Ya? I think it was The Move. What was it, Jeff Lynne's band? And it's another thing. It's just that kind of song I like.
Well, I love that band too.
Yeah, it's Do Ya, but it's a cover, but it's a Utopia song too that they did on Another Live. That's my number 13.
They played to great success at the last tour too. The reunion tour really went really well. I think I talked about it on number 12 when we talked about the record, so I'm not going to go back over it again. But my number 12 is Maybe I Could Change from Oblivion, based largely on that otherworldly piano version that's done that Todd did live in the mid 1983. I think it's somewhere in Kane's Ballroom or somewhere in the Midwest or in Iowa or something. But it's just fabulous, and it's just a great song. I love the sentiment of it. Maybe I Could Change. It's kind of a precursor of Change Myself, kind of the same thing. You can only really change yourself, which has been a theme that we've been living with forever in Toddland here. Number 12, Maybe I Could Change.
Okay, my number 12 is off Adventures in Utopia, and it's Caravan. And I just love the ambience of that song, the way it kicked in. It actually made me feel, I felt like I was in a caravan in the desert. And I think Roger sings that at the beginning, doesn't he?
Moses went into the desert. Yeah.
But yeah, Caravan's my number 12.
Yeah, that was one. I remember so many people. It's funny.
That was great live, too. They did that. I remember the visuals behind it.
I remember going to a concert in Pittsburgh, and Kim Dixon and a bunch were just blown away. They were walking out going, Caravan. They loved Caravan. They thought that when they did the Todd and Roger played off each other at the end of that, well, that was always a jam out, man. That was great. I agree. My number 11, I'm going up King Obscuro on you now, right? I'm jumping off the whole thing from official albums, and I'm counting one that we did not rate, the posthumously released bridge between Another Live and Raw, Disco Jets, from the song VHF. VHF, an instrumental song. It's just gorgeous. I love it. I love the chord changes in it. You know, some of it, Disco Jets was a record that had an early version of Fahrenheit 451, had an early version of some different things, but it really was not together. They did it as kind of a disco, like they did something like at the time, they did one of the songs was "Get Down with Your Pet Rock," yeah, you know, Pet Rocks with a little thing. So they're trying to do, and then they did a version of '76, Spirit of '76, which is national anthem, which is just kind of silly, and I don't know, man. I see why it wasn't released, but it was the last thing John Siegler did with Todd before Chasm got in. It was the rest of the band was, you know, down to 4-piece, but it was the last one before Chasm joined and never made it out. And that's VHF, the best of what was on that, and number 11. You can still get the record, but it's not, doesn't really count as a regular
I've
record.
heard of Disco Jets, and I just never bought it. I actually saw it in a record store a long, long time ago. I thought it was, but nah, that's not Utopia. What is it?
Yeah, it's weird.
It's one of those.
It's an odd one.
Yep. Okay, my number 11, Love in Action.
Oh,
Say
beautiful.
no more. Come on. It's
Yeah.
like I liked it a lot, and like you know that remakes by John Ford Coley and whatever his guy that kind of pissed me off. But I'm sure it made Todd a lot of money. So I was
Well, now
happy
you're talking
that.
about love.
Oh,
Is
okay,
the
Love's
answer.
the answer. That's right. Now I'm talking. Did I say this one?
Love in Action.
Love in Action. Okay,
That's a rock and roll.
Okay, getting too old. Yeah, Love in Action. Off. Yeah, okay, that's why.
And that's funny.
You know what? I'm like getting so old. I was sitting here thinking Love in Action, and I was thinking Love is the answer.
So it is not Love
thinking,
is the answer.
No, I was thinking to myself, why did I put that down? I liked it until John Ford Coley read it.
I thought he said that before.
Yeah,
so
no.
Love in Action is one of the rockers.
Yeah, no, number 11.
And that's
Love
one of the
in
songs
Action.
Todd on solo always plays.
Yeah,
live. One of the Utopia songs he just doesn't. He goes ahead and plays it. Yeah, they started off the one in the arena. Yeah, it's a great one. Can't stop, and then he stops and for a long time, and then he comes back.
It's rocket, man.
It is. That's one of the rockiest songs they have. Staying with the rock, number 10, the bonus track, the last track on POV, More Light. The only song I think on that is really worthy of a prog type of approach. What we said
was that a run out? Like you didn't know it was on there on the album?
No, that was the Man of Action. That's the other one too. That's the other bonus track. But no, that was the last song on the album, the regular album. And then Man of Action was, I like that too, but that was Special Interest where Willie, that was another B-side that Willie sang.
Okay, my number 10 is off Raw, and it's Hiroshima. It's just it gave me chills when I heard it back then, and yeah, I just love it.
You love the prog stuff.
It'd be hard to do a song about such a momentous thing, but I think they sort of nailed it. Didn't make any. There wasn't any big statements. It's just this is what happened. But then in that middle part where the Voice of America comes in,
and it clicks,
and then
tick, the keyboard.
Oh, chills thinking about it. My number 10, Hiroshima.
Number 9, I'm going to the same record, and I'm going to get the one that you had before, Sunburst Finish, with I said that impossible interplay between them. That, like you say, live. When I saw that live, when they did that live, I'm like, holy majoli! I never expected they would do that song live, and they nailed it, man. Great song. Sunburst Finish, number 9 on mine.
My number 9, it's weird how it comes up. It's off Raw, too, and it's Communion with the Sun, Overture off Raw. I like the proggy stuff, and that just opened it up. And, man, when you saw it live, they had the sun actually rising from the on this big video screen, and then when you get the big bang,
they had that reunion, too. That's the way the second set started.
Oh, wow. And it was just,
I wish you'd have gone there with me, man. You should have been there.
That's my number 9, Overture, Sunrise. My
number 8, I'm going back to the Network album for the ballad again. One of the ballads they played on that Hall & Oates, that first Hall & Oates, a weird thing out in Indianapolis. I'm looking at you, but I'm talking to myself, which is another good ballad. I mean, that seems to me they always would have one or two like that on there. Some of them I liked a lot. Like I love this one, but something like the one that was on near the song Only Human, I didn't like that one. That's on Swing to the Right. So it's hit or miss with me with the ballads, but that one, looking at you, but I'm talking to myself. I just like the message of it. Number 8.
Okay, my number 8 is Freak Parade. Off the very first one. I just like Freak Parade. I like it. And I remember it was weird. I heard this song about the same time that Craig Smith had turned me on to the movie Freaks. The real old Todd Browning. And so You know, when I hear that song and listen to it, I see the people in freaks in my head.
It's funny, Moogie. That's one of the ones Moogie sang.
Yep.
Moogie sang on that. Todd didn't really sing it. In a world full of freaks. Yeah. That was great. I remember the message of that. It's kind of disarming. You listen to it like, wow, what is this? It's what a great thing, man. What a great band. Number 7, we must be on the same page here, man. Number 7, I'm going to the long one that includes everything, the icon. Yep. I hate to have it, but what are you going to do?
Got to.
It's one song. Yeah, you have to put it there. You have to put it there. And
it's
my number 7, man. Oh, I love it, man.
Oh my God, I can just remember headphones. You know, it was almost like you didn't listen to a song. It was like, okay, I got 20 minutes. So
yeah.
Lay down with the headphones on
and wrap yourself in the environment. Yeah, it was more like a half hour. It was really long. That side's really long.
Okay, my number 7. And it's very rare that songs that I wasn't that fond of in the past come back and I re-examine them like it, but Rock Love.
Wow.
Off that. And I swear it's because I heard it, you know, the last tour.
Yeah, he's played it live a lot.
And it's, you know, I went back and listened to it. I really like it. It kicks ass.
We were real, and I remember when you and I both went to Zanesville in '79. I remember walking away from it, talking to people like, man, I like that new stuff, but that disco song, and then that one barbershop quartet song, Love Is All. Those are like, they're okay.
Well, you know, anything with a 4/4 beat was suspect back then until the Stones made it okay. With Miss You, okay, we can listen to this now because I always like. Well, but it's getting into disco. There's some disco songs I love.
That's great. Yeah. Oh, me too. Now that they're apart from it, you can see it, right? I was just so mad about it for the drums. Number 6, I'm talking about City in My Head. There it is, man. Number 6, Utopia. Got to put it on there, man. How can I not?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Somebody said Lee Andrews, the guy that did the radio throw that ranked radio things, ranked that as the highest ranking record that he on his scale that would lead to popularity. And my understanding is from the book, they set up a meeting with Todd, with him, and Todd got like blown away on some other kind of thing and blew the meeting off completely. He decided to do like some psychedelic thing or something completely missed the meeting. I don't know if that's true or not. Again, could be lies. I'm not saying that, but that won't
be better. It'll just be different.
That's him. That's it. That's a Todd Rundgren statement, baby.
Okay.
My number 6, Utopia. Go ahead, man.
My number 6, again, off their live 7 Rays.
Oh, my God.
I just love the song.
You saw 2 versions down to Bayou that night, didn't you? They played at both shows. They played it. Oh, my God.
And the first time was, of course, the first time. And you know, 7 Rays is another thing. You go back and look where he got that from. The chocolate.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I learned so much.
Oh, yeah. He was into it, man.
Yeah, I mean, you listen to a Todd Rundgren song, sometimes you had to go get the encyclopedia out and see what the hell he's talking about.
That's good, man. He's there to educate. Number five, Utopia song for me is that last song on Oblivion. I will wait for it forever. Though I know the hour is getting late. The beautiful vocals of Chasm on the last tour. That was one of the highlights for me. Really good stuff. I will wait. Number 5.
Okay, my number 5, again, I've no lie, is The Wheel. I just like the simplicity of it. I used to know how to play it, at least at the beginning. Doom, 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 doom. And it just let us off this wheel of calm.
It's totally different from it. Just take a big pause in the show and everybody get together and clap their hands.
Yeah, and it has in it sing along. Yep. That's my number 5.
Yeah, I was a couple the really special shows. With that's the last song he plays. Everybody's clapping when he's off the stage.
Acapella.
Yeah, everybody's still clapping and shit. He's done. Let us stop.
Yeah.
But everybody kept going sometimes. Number 4 for me. I'm going Obscuro again. Ready? We're going back to the other song on trivia. The opening song from the 92 tour, Fix Your Gaze. I just love it. I think it's one of the best. I'm the ghost of a new machine.
I don't know that song.
Oh, my God. Oh, I love it. Armored by love, no sword can penetrate. I just love the lines on it, man. It's great. Anytime you set your gaze on it, it's fantastic. I just loved it. I think it was great. You want to see a great version. Look at the live. If you see that, put Fix Your Gaze live, 92 Utopia. It's the first song. It's fabulous.
Okay, my number 4, Tony's already hit it. Utopia.
You got
City
it.
in my head.
Of
Come on,
course.
there's another one. You know, I used to listen to that and the Icon back to back on headphones just to get myself ready sometimes. Go out and face the world.
Nothing else like
Music
it, man.
saved me in the 70s. I mean, it was like there was certain songs before you go out, before you come home, when you go to sleep. I remember how many times I fell asleep with the headphones on.
Well, yeah, and I don't mean to get too graphic with this, but you understand how Mark David Chapman could get
Yeah.
crazy and include ballad in his little display when he shot John Lennon. I mean, he's obsessed with it because it's truly made a goodness and it truly cuts its own path through that. Like I said in my review, there's nobody else that deals in this kind of currency, and so that's why we're here. Number 3, I'm going to go to the other song from Oblivion, which is out there, If I Didn't Try. It just there's kind of an ennui to it and a weariness to the delivery in that song. I must be crazy for doing this. It'll never go nowhere if I didn't try. That's my number 3 song and the end of obscurity. Number 3.
Okay, my number 3 is the Icon.
Oh
You
yeah,
got the Icon. Like I said, another one of them headphone songs.
so many
You
pieces.
just play. But that was off the original. That's my number 3, Icon.
And he's sticking to it. Yeah, I tell you, it's really the Icon's really a collection of 4 or 5 different songs, and it's really you tell when they put it together it was like that. Okay, number 2, man, I'm going to hit one that Jay hit before. I'm talking about the one that he saw 2 shows of at the Bayou that I saw on every tour in the 78, 79. The 7 freaking Rays, man. My God, I mean, when you get the, and it's funny that I was just always amazed. Again, that's one of those songs like Sunburst Finish. I was always amazed at how damn tight they were. I mean, it actually made you sick how tight Willie and Chasm were. I mean, they couldn't, you couldn't get a sliver of anything but between them. Number 2, 7 Rays.
My number 2, since it was on Another Live, Just One Victory.
There it is.
What can I say? Man, there's a video on YouTube, and the best part of the video is at the end. The hot 70s chicks all singing along to Todd and Utopia. I forgot how much girls liked this band. It was like one of the bands, there was always lots of girls at Todd Running Utopia.
That's true. I never thought about that, but we never had any problem getting girls to go to the show.
It's like you could turn them on to Todd Running in Utopia.
That's right. And that was his mainstay band back then. You saw Todd, you saw Utopia 9 out of 10 times. All right, number 1, man. I think I've already said it before on this. I think it's a better song than All You Need Is Love. I think it remains one of the great messages in all of rock music, lyricists and everything else. I'm talking about Love Is the Answer, my number 1 song from Oops, Wrong Planet. I said to Jay, immediately, the only song I know from that Utopia song that from its original conception was never played in the regular set, immediately was an encore shot. That doesn't happen often. That was before the John Coley version. When we were in Zanesville at Newark Valley, that was an encore song. It was the first song he played as an encore, and we'd never heard it before. And it was everybody was clapping, loving it, man. Love is the answer. Just beautiful, just right from the instant, man. Number 1, one of the greats of all time of any band to have. Love is the answer.
And for some way, I had that as my number 1 too. I think I meant I had Love in Action, but I do have Love as the Answer.
There it is.
On there, number 1. We finally that's the first one we did.
Well, we had the album
Love
too. We got this one too. We got the album too. So we got the number 1. There it is, man. Love
and
is the answer.
I can remember like when it came out, Love it, and you're right. I remember they played it. It was the encore material from the very beginning, and then it wasn't this right after that when that other band, John Fricoli, and them had a hit.
Yeah, it was. It was later that summer or the fall.
I remember it pissed me off for a while, and then I think maybe I read an interview with Todd where he said, "Hey, I can do some money."
Yeah, it's easy list. It was an easy listening version of it. Yeah, you know that was back in the days, and it was always Dan Fogelberg and all that stuff. It was a hit.
Oh God, Dan Fogelberg.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, anyway, it was fun, man.
Yep.
So we will see you guys next time. Yeah, we're going to be dealing with a lot of stuff with the record and stuff coming up, trying to put together a small little thing to play if we can. Maybe we shouldn't say it on here, but we'll see. I don't want to commit any way or the other, but I think we're going to try to put something together. But anyway, party next Saturday night. You probably will. This won't be posted until that, but Saturday the 10th at the coffee shop. We're going to have some other stuff to post on it. We're happy about it and get the records out in the store. Anyway, thank you guys, all you Todd people, for being here. Please leave your list. Please help us out by thanking, man. See you guys next time.
Bye.